video as promised. Okay, before we get started, I want to quickly say that due to the nature of true crime, anyone under the age of 18, viewer discretion is advised. Also, ASMR is a type of content on YouTube. The description will be down in the box. It is not everybody's cup of tea, not everybody likes it, but it is meant to bring tingles and relax the listener. I mean no disrespect to any of the victims or their family members. I simply want to help bring awareness, and I hope that I help in some way. Now, tonight's case is going to be about Amy Bradley. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this case, but I am going to be looking down at my notes, so bear with me as I do that. This is my first case, so I am working on things, and I want to bring you guys as many facts as possible. So, let's get started. Okay. So, Amy Lynn Bradley went missing when she was 23 off of a cruise ship. She was from Petersburg, Virginia. She was outgoing and athletic girl who attended the local Longwood University on a basketball scholarship. She was a strong swimmer and trained lifeguard, but was terrified of the sea. She did not want to go on this cruise, but her parents really wanted her to go. Her brother wanted her to go. So she went for them, but she wasn't crazy about it. Her parents thought it would be a good way to celebrate her graduation. So, she went missing on the Caribbean cruise, the International Rhapsody of the Seas. That was the name of it. So, they went on the cruise on March 21st, 1998. So, her mom had said that her dad had won the cruise, a week-long cruise. So that's how the cruise came about. I'm not 100% sure how he won it, but he did win a week-long cruise. So, on the morning of March 24th, Bradley was drinking in the dance club with the ship's band called Blue Orchid. So, Alistair Douglas, his name, he went by Yellow, so aka Yellow, claimed that he partied with her until 1 a.m. that morning. The Bradleys had went out to dinner that night on the cruise ship. Her mom said that, automatically a lot of attention was drawn to Amy from the crew members, the band. One of the crew members had asked her mom, where's Amy? She was in the bathroom, and he was like, where's Amy? And she's like, why? And he's like, well, we want to take her out to Carlos and Charlie's, because they were in Aruba at the time. And if you guys are not familiar with Carlos and Charlie's, it is actually linked to another case, the Natalie Holloway case. And that was a big case. And you can look that up. I may even cover that case on my channel at some point, but it was kind of linked that after Natalie went missing, it actually came out that a lot of women had went missing in Aruba. It was a lot of attention, things like that. So, I don't know. I found that kind of strange, but so I want to give you guys a good timeline here. Alistair, aka Yellow, says that he partied with her until 1 a.m. in the morning after dinner. Her parents some point in time, her and Brad went back to the room together, and sometime between 5:15 and 5:30, her father showed her saw her on the ship balcony, asleep. So, he sees her around this time, and then when he got up again at 6, she was gone. So, like, within a 30-minute time frame, maybe a little bit longer, she had, disappeared. He says he left to go find her, and when he couldn't find her, he thought it was strange because she never left without telling them, where she was going. Like, she wouldn't just up and go somewhere and not tell them. The ship left Aruba and was en route to Curacao at the time that she was last seen. And it docked there shortly after realizing she was missing. An extensive search of the ship and sea turned up nothing. I do want to say that, while we're at this point, the ship was not far from land, they were not far from shore. So had Amy fallen overboard, remember, she was a trained lifeguard. She could have easily swam to sea, so, they weren't thinking that she fell overboard. The Neverland's Coast Guard conducted a 4-day search that ended March 27th, 1995. March 27th, 1998. And Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines chartered a boat to continue looking for her, but they ended their search on March 29th, so within another day, they ended their search. Again, she was a trained lifeguard, and investigators said she did not fall overboard or die by suicide. There was absolutely no evidence of this. There were 2 sightings, of her in Curacao in 1998 and 1999. Two. Canadian tourists reported seeing a woman resembling Amy on a beach in Curacao. In August 1998, in August 1998, two Canadian tourists reported seeing a woman resembling Amy on a beach in Curacao in August 1998. The tattoos on her were identical. So, I want to quickly tell you what Amy's tattoos were so that you'll know. She had 4 distinctive tattoos. One on her left shoulder blade, a baby Tasmanian devil spinning a basketball. One on her right ankle, a Chinese symbol of faith. One around her navel, a green gecko lizard, and her navel was pierced. So it was pierced and she had the green gecko around it. And one on her lower back, a primitive sun with another Chinese symbol. So keep that in mind. Alright. Now, a member of the United States Navy stated he saw her in a brothel in 1999. She said her name is Amy Bradley, and begged him to help her, saying she was being held against her will and not allowed to leave. There was another potential sighting in 2005 when a witness named Judy Moyer claimed to have seen Bradley in a department store in Barbados. She claimed to enter the restroom accompanied by 3 men who threatened her if she did not follow through on a deal. Now, I don't know, guys, but I'm thinking a deal probably means, a hookup, something like that. But she alleges after the 3 men left, she approached the woman who said that her name was Amy and that she was from Virginia, before the men re-entered and basically, made her leave. I guess they heard them talking. Now, this was the last sighting of her. Besides a picture that was sent to her parents, which we're going to get into that, I want to quickly go back to the Navy man. Now, this Navy man did not come forward right away. He waited, I believe, like 7 years after he saw her in the brothel to come forward because he did not want to get in trouble, which is absolutely ridiculous. That's just awful. He should have come forward right away, and maybe something would have happened. Now, her parents, when they went back to Curacao, I believe it was Curacao, the same brothel had burned down. So that's extremely suspicious. So after Moyer, seen all this go down in the bathroom in Barbados, she called authorities and they composed sketches of the 3 men. Now, I will try to find those searches and put it in the video so you guys can see. Her mother and father appeared on November 17th, 2005 episode of Dr. Phil. An image of what appeared to be Amy was emailed to her parents anonymously, suggested sexual slavery. Her mom was asked, did she think this was Amy? And she said that she did believe it was Amy. I'm going to put that picture, in this video so you guys can see the one that was emailed to her parents. I believe it resembles her a lot. The FBI did, they did scans and things like that and looked at her face, and they truly believed it was her as well. So, her case was featured on America's Most Wanted, and the television show Disappeared. So, if you guys want to check that out, I definitely recommend it. She was also on Vanished. Beth Twitty, Natalie Holloway's mother, interviewed her parents on the Vanished show. It covered it really well. So, I've watched that one before. Now, after Natalie Holloway went missing in 2005 in Aruba, Amy Bradley's case kind of got some renewed attention. Now, when after Amy, had went missing on the cruise, the captain, which I could not find his name anywhere, they just referred to him as the captain, had told her parents that he would not make an announcement. He claimed he searched every nook and cranny of the ship. It came out later that he did not search every nook and cranny. Every picture of her was taken off of the boat, which is really strange. Really strange. So I don't know what's up with that, but I really feel like that this cruise ship should have been sued, and other things. But I did see where her mom had said that they sued the FBI because they were not happy with how they handled the investigation, which is completely understandable given this situation and these circumstances. Now, after Amy left the disco with Douglas at 6 a.m., a witness claimed to see Douglas hand Bradley a dark drink. So, possibly coffee. Now, I'm wondering how they drugged her. I'm not, 100% sure. Obviously, nobody knows, but it was said that when he gave her this drink, he came out of the area and she didn't. Now, Alistair Douglas, aka Yellow, was given a lie detector test when the FBI came on the ship. He came out of, the room where they gave him the lie detector test, like giving a thumbs up. Her parents are sitting out there. I don't know who he was giving a thumbs up to or why, but why would you be doing that? Like, there's a girl missing. Iva, her mom, had said, that it was all she could do to contain Ron, her father. It was just a really bad situation. I want to say that I actually found Alistair Douglas on Facebook, and he, now claims to be a Christian man. He preaches the Bible, those kinds of things. And he says he had nothing to do with her disappearance, but I find it really strange. Extremely strange. For me, with the captain thing, like, he would have had to hurt me bad if it had been my kid, like, to dock that ship. I'm telling y'all, it wouldn't have been me, because that's not okay. Like, it's just awful, an awful, awful situation, and, really sad. Now, there was a Canadian man who saw her on the beaches, or he thought he saw her on the beaches. His name was David Carmichael. He said she entered a small cafe with two men, but continued to stare at Michael whenever she could get his attention. Carmichael had no idea who Amy was until he eventually saw her profiled on Unsolved Mysteries, and he said he was absolutely sure this was Amy, like 100% sure. When he contacted the Bradleys, he was able to describe Amy's distinctive tattoos. He said, again, he was 100% certain it was her. Now, there was another man. His name was Frank Jones. He scammed the Bradleys out of $210,000. I just don't even know what to say, because he claimed that he knew where Amy was and that he could help get her back. He actually didn't know anything about where Amy was at, or had no intention of helping get her back, and even went as low as to find a girl who looked very, very similar to Amy and had the same tattoos put on her, and paid her. And he sent those pictures to her parents. How low is that? Really? And he even, said that he heard Amy sing a lullaby, which she was taught by Miss Bradley, Iva. I'm not really sure how he knew that, but it's just disgusting to me that he basically conned them out of $210,000. Now, I believe he was made to pay that back, and I believe he was imprisoned for it. But still, just doing that and wasting their time. There was another lady who saw her in 2005 in a bathroom, named Judy Moyer. Now, a human jawbone washed up in 2010 in Aruba as a result of Hurricane Thomas. It was determined not to be Natalie Holloway. It was determined to be a Caucasian person extremely strange because why would you not test it and see if this was, Amy Bradley? And I don't know if her parents pushed for it. I'm not 100% sure, but it's extremely sad. Okay, I want to get into the theories. So obviously, my biggest theory is that when Amy was given this dark drink, I think that that's probably when they drugged her and helped get her off the ship. Now, some people have other theories of her falling overboard and things like that, but as I discussed previously, they were close to shore. Like, she probably could have swam to shore or would have washed up on shore should something have happened. I find it extremely strange and extremely sad. I really feel for her parents and Ron, Iva, Brad. Know that I am thinking of you. I am praying for you. You are in my thoughts and prayers, and I truly hope that you get some closure. Amy Bradley would be 47 today. Again, she has 4 distinctive tattoos. One on her left shoulder played a baby Tasmanian devil spinning a basketball. One on her right ankle, I chain a symbol of faith. One around her navel, a green gecko lizard, and her navel was also pierced. And one on her lower back, a primitive sun with another Chinese symbol. If you have seen Amy, if you know anything, this can be kept 100% anonymous. Nobody has to know you. Nobody has to know anything. They have a team in place that can help, get her without you ever having to, be out there. Like, nobody's gonna know who you are. Please, 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 if you know anything, call 804-276-8503 or your local FBI. I will leave the donations box down below for Amy's case. You can make donations there to help out with her case if you are interested. I'm sure that her parents would appreciate it more than you know. I find this so extremely sad, guys, and like I said, I really truly tried to bring you guys as many facts as possible. It's a lot of facts, and I try to do as much thorough research as possible. I have another case that I want to bring to you guys, and I am about to start researching it. Let me know down in the comments below what you would like to see from me. My true crime videos will be in a playlist, and my regular ASMR videos will be in another playlist. If you're not into true crime, that's fine. Click off on one of my many other videos. Let me know what you want to see from me. Like, share, subscribe. Please, 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 please. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope that you have a good night, day, evening, wherever you are. Sweet friend.